You're listening to the Exchange Daily, built for CIOs, CISOs, CTOs, and public sector and enterprise tech leaders who need the signal, not the noise. Today is Thursday, December 18, 2025, and here is the news that you can use. We're tracking a funding and governance moment for the Technology Modernization Fund, a federal push to modernize the air traffic control backbone, and a new wave of state AI infrastructure bets. We'll also hit a proposal for shared programmable cloud labs and a North Carolina move to rebuild the state's digital front door. Let's get into it. First up, the Technology Modernization Fund is back on the edge of an authority cliff, and Congress is pushing a reauthorization and reform package that would reshape how the fund is governed. The operational risk is that agencies can keep executing existing TMF work, but the fund can't approve new investments if authority lapses, which turns modernization roadmaps into a stop-and-go exercise. The proposal also leans into accountability, including a federal legacy IT inventory concept that would make prioritization more visible. If TMF is in your plan, map your dependencies and prepare a bridge strategy now. In related news, a bipartisan proposal called the National Programmable Cloud Laboratories Network Act aims to create shared programmable cloud labs that government, academia, and partners can use for research and testing. Think of it as a reusable experimentation layer that could reduce duplicated spend and make it easier to validate architectures and controls before production deployment. For federal CTO teams, the value is repeatability because shared testbeds can drive common patterns and comparable results across agencies. Watch whether it becomes a standards-driven shared service or a loose federation of pilots. Now to critical infrastructure that's also a massive IT modernization program: air traffic control. Congress put modernizing the nation's air traffic control system in the spotlight, and the FAA has been mapping a multi-billion-dollar path that includes communications, surveillance, and radar upgrades. For technology leaders, this is a reminder that modernization isn't only cloud apps and portals, it's nationwide telecom and real-time systems with high availability expectations and low tolerance for failure. Treat it like an enterprise network modernization program, with resilience and cutover risk managed like a mission system. Turning to the states, New Jersey is putting real money behind an AI infrastructure narrative with a $20 million AI Hub Fund connected to its broader AI Hub effort with CoreWeave. The headline is funding, but the deeper story is how states are bundling compute access, startup support, and workforce into one competitiveness stack. For state CIOs and public sector innovators, this is a playbook you can study for public-private partnership design, including eligibility rules, guardrails, and outcome measurement. If you're copying this model, bake in transparency and public value measures from day one. Next, OpenAI's OpenAI for Countries initiative is gaining momentum with George Osborne tapped to lead it, and the pitch is national AI capability delivered through partnerships with governments. Whether or not you buy the framing, the model is instructive because it treats AI as infrastructure plus workforce plus localized services, not a pile of disconnected experiments. For public sector leaders, the due diligence questions don't change, and you still need clarity on data sovereignty, auditability, and procurement lock-in. The checklist is the same: sovereignty, auditability, safety controls, and exit options. Back in state government operations, North Carolina Governor Josh Stein named Tora Jessup as Senior Advisor for Digital Experience, with a mandate to improve digital delivery of services and spearhead a new digital platform in partnership with the state's IT organization. This is the kind of digital front door program that sounds simple until you hit the hard parts, like identity, payments, accessibility, and integration with legacy systems. For state IT teams, executive sponsorship matters because it can break log jams that stall cross-agency modernization. Measure success in service completion rates, not just a new website launch. Finally, NASCIO's 2026 Top 10 Priorities list puts AI at the top, and that's a budget and operating model signal you can use immediately. The takeaway isn't that everything becomes an AI project, it's that states are moving from pilots to production and trying to standardize how AI gets governed, staffed, and deployed. Security and identity remain welded to AI decisions because the risk surface expands fast when AI touches sensitive data and automated decision flows. Use it to justify governance, training, and secure data foundations before you scale. That's the exchange for today. If you're planning Q1, pick one action this week that reduces execution risk, not just slideware. Keep it practical, keep it verified, and tie every initiative to outcomes people can feel. Thanks for listening to today's Exchange Daily. We'll talk tomorrow.